right, I want to welcome everybody back in to another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Back at it again with the normal guys, Dorian, Dre, and Leak.
What's up? What it do?
How y'all feeling today, man?
We good, man. Cinco de Mayo, you know what I'm saying? Them tacos flowing, the
Yeah.
tequila is rising, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you know what else is rising? Ticket sales for the Michael Jackson movie, bro. I mean, like, I personally haven't seen it yet, but I still want to see it. I know y'all saw it. What were y'all thoughts? Y'all think it was good? It left something out? Like,
I mean, I can kick it off for that. Like, I thought it was a really good movie from the standpoint of it kind of showed, you know, his childhood and a lot of the like traumas and stuff he dealt with rising to become a star. A lot of the criticism the movie got was from where it ended.
yeah.
Because a lot of people felt like, you know, it was basically half his life, which I believe was on purpose because I've seen they're going to make another part to show that second half of his adult
They
life.
confirmed that actually.
Yeah. Okay, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Starts filming.
I've been seeing rumors, but I didn't know if it was officially there. But I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me about Mike was like, we kind of understood his transition, you know what I mean, from like, you know, being a child into the star that we all knew him to be. But one of the biggest things that stuck out to me was like how he couldn't really separate himself from his family. I think we all know about the Jackson 5 and all that, but like we don't really know all the like inner workings of like how that kind of broke apart.
Yeah.
And it was more so like he just outgrew him. You know what I mean? Like the Jackson 5 kind of put him on the map. Of course, he was the lead singer. But his stardom got too big and he got to a point where he was like, yo, I can do this by myself. I don't really need to tour with you guys as much anymore. And his dad didn't really like that, and that created a rift between them. And that shows throughout the movie. Like him and his dad never really had a good relationship, and he was probably the most abused one out of all his brothers. So like, I like how they, you know, really showed us that relationship because I feel like that was the focus of the movie. Like his stardom really came towards the end of the movie, in my opinion, but throughout the very beginning, it showed us like their relationship and their dynamics that I didn't really know being a young guy when he died. You know, I was like 14 when he died.
So I was just about to ask, as somebody that hasn't seen the movie either, and also I'm just to get this out the way. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not a Michael fan, but at the same time, like I'm not going out my way to listen to the music. I know that it's great. I know that he's a generational talent and artist, but for someone that isn't like as enamored and like pulled in by Michael Jackson, his music, the man, all that, like, is it a good movie? Like, I was just listening to you explain like how they showed the dynamic of that his relationship with his father. Like, I was just wondering, like, is it a good movie in terms of like learning about like what he went through and things like that? So I'm assuming from what you were saying, it kind of does give that.
Yeah, I feel like that is a perfect depiction of if you're too young to know who Michael Jackson is, or if you never really looked into his story. For me, because like I was really young when Michael Jackson died, but I always loved Michael Jackson when I was little. My family played Michael Jackson a lot, so like I never really knew how deep his like relationship was with the rest of his family and his father. So for me, it kind of showed me the side of Michael Jackson that like I've never, like, nobody ever like fully explained to me. So it's like my takeaway from the movie is like it showed a child star growing up, you know, having to deal with his father's bullshit and all that. And then if you've seen in the movie, when he hit his 20s and he started to sell on his own, he was still a kid. Like Mike was a kid for most of his life because he never got to be one. And so when he separated from his family, it was like, I can do what the fuck I want now. Like him and Bill, like him and his security guard, like he was able to show, like he was able to express himself the way he was. That's why he brought so many animals. That's why he named his whole estate fucking Neverland. It's like I kind of understand like why he was the way he was.
And that showed in that one scene. You remember when his brothers was out there and they was playing basketball, and he comes back and he's like, "Hey guys, you want to play Twister?"
And
mind you, they're all like 20 plus. And he's like, "Yo, let's play Twister." Like they're playing basketball, and they're like, "Man, we ain't playing on Twister. I got a date tonight." Like,
right?
And he's like, he's like, "You guys are no fun." But you got to think, you know what I'm saying? If you from 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, having forced to, you know, record and practice and dance instead of actually playing and making friends, by the time you do get that freedom, you're like, okay, now I get to play, but now you're a grown adult. So that's kind of like, you know, from the standpoint of those people who oppose Mike or look down on Mike for how he was as an adult. adult, calling him weird and all that stuff for things he liked, and he felt more comfortable talking to kids than adults and stuff. That's because he never truly grew up. So you know what I mean? So
like, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually kind of crazy. Just like I said, as a person that's like, obviously I watched the documentaries, I watched the stories, and obviously when his death came, like it was like the biggest thing in the world. So like you hear about all the things going on, but like I was never like I just said, I wasn't like the biggest Mike fan, so it's like I wasn't really like fully into his life story and all that. So it's like I wasn't one of the people that was just judging him, like just being like, "Oh, that's crazy." Like, yeah, okay, you would hear about the things and see the things, and you're like, it's a little off, strange. But I wasn't like such a hard judge to where like it's like, oh, I can't fuck with Mike because of the things. But it's crazy because like honestly, that I feel like I ain't want to go watch the movie now and I feel like people that have had that opinion should because it should give that that other side of it.
And that's what I took away from it. You know what I'm saying? Mostly from that standpoint, because like I said earlier, I was like 13, 14 when he died in 2010. So it's like us, in our small amount of life in that time frame, we knew him from the, pale skinned, older, 30, 40-year-old Mike. Right. But we didn't really know as much. Like, of course, we know of,
right,
but we weren't as conditioned to him growing up as maybe our parents or grandparents' generation. Right. So it kind of put into perspective of like, how was Mike as a kid? Because we knew Mike as an adult. We didn't know him as a kid.
And it's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's like a lot of us were probably just introduced to him in that era of him doing that weird, quote unquote, weird shit as an adult,
right,
not knowing and realizing, like you guys were just explaining, like, bro didn't even really have that childhood. And I mean, like, obviously, if you a fan, you probably should have an understanding just knowing, like, being a child star, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably something that a lot of them don't deal with, that deal with not having that childhood and being able to, like, grow up as a kid and have that freedom. But like I said, like, a lot of people, I feel like in our age and our age range and then our generation, we're just kind of coming into, like, Mike in his adulthood doing, deemed weird shit, when in reality, like I just said, he literally was just trying to have fun being a kid.
I'm gonna be honest, I really ain't really like start listening to his music until he died. Cause like you were what, 13, 14? I was like 11, 12. Right? Like I remember exactly where I was when it happened. I was on like, it was like Summer Bridge. I was on the playground at Mount Royal, and my mans ran over and was like, Michael Jackson just died. And I was like, damn. And then I went back to the monkey bar. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't register. Right?
I grew up to my grandmother listening to Jackson 5, and my grandmother listened to Mike, and my mother listened to Mike too, but more so solo Mike. My grandmother used to listen to Jackson 5, so I was conditioned to his music, but I had no idea of him outside of his music. You know what I mean? But besides the things I would hear, like, oh, he talks to animals, and like, oh, he be holding his hands, and I'm
like, and I mean, maybe if I want to take my earliest days as a kid, I probably heard the music from family, but like, honestly, my first memory of Mike probably was me hearing about something he did in the news, like in the media, trying to put, like interpreting him as like this weird guy, you know what I mean? So that was probably honestly my first real introduction to Michael Jackson, was a news headline of him doing some shit.
So like, do you think the movie gave y'all a new appreciation for him, or does it just kind of like
absolutely
confirm like what y'all already felt about him?
So go ahead.
I always fucked with Mike, but
I mean, I always loved his music. I didn't really know the person, you know what I'm saying? And so it kind of made me more understand him than it did make me like him more or anything like that. Because I always like Mike. Like I got Mike on my phone right now, you know what I mean? And he long gone, and I'm way older, but I still do listen to Mike. So I wouldn't say it increased how much I liked him, but it just gave me a new understanding of the person. Because like I said, we 13, 14. We didn't watch him grow up, and we didn't watch him come into stardom. When we were introduced to him, he was already the megastar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy to say, like you said, you didn't know him as like the person. Because another thing I kind of took away from the movie, especially watching it and seeing like from start to finish of the movie, you can see he developed a decent amount of his father's personality, just in a different tone. Like his father was very perfectionist. He was a perfectionist, wanted it done right, but he was really aggressive. Mike wasn't aggressive with it, but he was gonna let you know, I want my shit right. Like, like in the part where he was went to the dude trying to get his video on MTV. Mike sat there and was like, I want my shit on MTV. Buddy called Buddy right there and was like, I need his shit on MTV in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
because at the time, MTV wasn't playing black artists.
Right.
So, because people don't remember, like, Bro, if Mike was alive right now, he'd be what, in his 60s?
Right.
Like maybe 70s. Don't quote me on that, but you get what I'm saying. He'd be a really old person right now. I mean, he came up in the 70s and the 60s, bro. Like,
and then with that, it was like when he had that whole encounter when he was looking for his new manager. Like Buddy was talking. Basically, it seemed like Mike thought he was talking out of line. He was like, "Who are you? Like what have you done for you to be talking to me like this?" He laid it out, and he was like, "Nah, I like him. Everybody else get out." I'm like, this nigga Mike got pulled.
and the one last powerful scene before we keep it pushing on the show is that scene where he brought the Bloods and the Crips together.
Yeah, hell yeah. That was
I was
crazy.
like, I was like, because the guy that the media pushed Mike to our generation, the 90s babies, right? We know of Mike. Everybody knows Mike, the 90s babies. But the guy that they pushed to us wasn't the guy that I seen on that screen. No. You know what I mean? I was like, this weird, like, antisocial, no friend, ducking media guy that we saw towards the end of his life. He bringing Bloods and Crips together for a dance contest, and obviously, like, it's a movie.
It's a heated gang war, mind you. Niggas, he just seen on the news. Niggas just killed they people's mans and like over nothing. Like,
and there might be some exaggeration there. It's a movie. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it wasn't that simple of like, let me get some Bloods and Crips together. But that lets you know that how powerful he was as a person to bring people together for something as simple as arts and music, bro. Like, I don't know. It was tough. I think it was a tough movie.
I felt like it was.
I think I will say honestly, just hear from y'all to describe it, because my issue was like, I kind of thought I was going to go into it with it. Not, and I know I've said it before, but like not a musical, but it's just like, I like informing movies. Like I like informative things. Like that's why I tell you, like I be watching hella documentaries, docuseries, shit like that. So like just from hearing that, it kind of gave you a more understanding of the Michael Jackson, the person. I think I wasn't not against watching it, but now I think I am going to make it my business to.
Yeah, the music wasn't necessarily a focus. The life was. Nah, the music just come with it because who he is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
I felt like you, like your whole point on like it being a musical. It's like, all right, yeah, it's Michael Jackson music, but you still get a good amount of like just him. Okay. Outside of music, outside of him performing. It's not just him performing and then like, all right, you see a little bit of his life. It's majority of his life. They skip a lot of performances that they did. Like it's a lot of stuff that he performed that's not even in the movie. So it's like they show a good amount of what people wanted to see. Like it's definitely his life. Of course, some people say they left a lot of things out like that was bad because it was made by his production company. They didn't want to show like a decent amount of bad stuff, but it's like I think that's coming on the back end of the second movie. So it's like,
I mean, that's when all the bad stuff happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like
they got to though, because like that's part of his life. Yeah,
I need the second,
and maybe that'll also help get another better understanding. I'm not saying it's got to be make him the clean cut guy, but like put that out there. That kind of helps with people understanding the person and who he is. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to our next topic. The NFL draft. I know it came and went. What was it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Like we can have to.
We got 3 different teams in here. I want to ask everybody, how do y'all feel y'all teams did first round, first, second round picks? I know you guys got a great guard. Y'all got a weird receiver.
Weird?
I don't know. He was actually weird. He was a little weird. He was cosplaying a rapper. He was a little weird, bro.
He's still probably one of the best receivers in the draft.
I understand, but like you can't tell me his reaction was a little weird, bro.
He was bad. Lemon's better than him.
Who, Jacoby Lane?
Better than him. Okay. But we'll talk about that later.
Jacoby Lane, dog.
He is a dog.
Yeah, what you think about y'all draft?
Okay.
So and the potential like AJ Brown stuff.
I'm gonna just.
Oh, he's gone. After that pick, he's gone.
I'm gonna speed through this. So I feel like the Mekhi Lemon pick was because we couldn't get Caden Proctor. The Dolphins just selected him with like 2 picks before, and we knew the Steelers wanted him. And like it's crazy. The Steelers were actively on the phone with him.
So crazy.
When we traded with the Cowboys.
Yeah, y'all robbed him.
That is so slimy, bro.
We traded with the Cowboys.
That boy Howie.
We traded with the Cowboys to get Mekhi Lemon, and it was like they were on the phone with him, and Mekhi was like, "Why is Philly calling me?" And they were like, "Yo, we're taking you right now." So it was like, all right. We took him because we couldn't get Caden Proctor. We knew we were probably going to have to set up our future for our wide receiver room, which is like I'm okay with. I have no fucking problem with bro. I thought he was a dog all season. Him and Jacoby Lane, they were hooping at it was USC. And so I don't have no problems with it. And the AJ Brown stuff,
it's gone.
I feel like nobody else wanted to leave but him. So it's like if he wants to leave, cool.
I mean, y'all invested in that position with 3 new guys. I mean, Hollywood ain't the biggest guy, but y'all got Hollywood. Y'all traded for Wicks,
Nice.
Latavius Wicks, and then y'all just drafted Lemon.
I
So
feel like they got somebody else too. What or that was?
I don't think
was-
so.
I feel like it was missing one, but
So, but like with that, it's like, all right, cool. Since you want to leave, we gonna stack our depth. Depending on if we do trade him or not. But I feel like we might, regardless of
Might.
anything. Regardless of anything.
funny as
Bro, Adam Schefter has already
it's
pretty
all,
much.
but like
Adam Schefter not gonna say that and ruin his credibility.
Okay, like I said, regardless of anything, he gotta figure out if the grass is greener. But it is what it is, dog.
But I'd rather play for Drake May or Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Drake May's only been in the league for 2 years, so
He didn't win.
Jalen only like what 4 or 5.
Yeah.
second year,
He's been
first year as a starter, he made the Super Bowl.
You don't think that
Christ.
Jalen Hurts is better than Drake May?
I'm
You
sure
serious?
He does.
Yes.
No,
You don't
he-
think that
He
Jalen?
does.
At what? At what?
Bro. Bro.
I know DeAndre.
So in the first 2 years of
He's
being
more
a starter,
accomplished. Yeah.
What
but,
does
like,
he do
first 2
better
years
than
of
Drake
being a
May?
starter, what has Drake May done that is better than Jalen Hurts?
He led his team to the Super Bowl after coming off of a 4-win season.
Okay.
And he was running off for MVP, second team all
The
pro.
second year starter and did the same thing.
Did
Has Jalen Hurts all
ever
pro?
been in runner up for MVP?
Yes.
Has he ever?
He was in the MVP.
Has he
that
ever
year.
been the best in the league at his position?
Okay. okay.
I'm just asking.
That's because
The grass is greener.
I'm just asking.
That's because all y'all worry about is throwing stats. He wins games.
He's my quarterback. Yes.
He wins games. You
Wins
Would
games?
you rather just have a lot of stats and not win nothing,
Yeah.
or
We just won
Win
14.
game.
We had a lot of stats and won something.
okay?
Win the big one.
Huh?
Win the big one.
Hey man, you can't.
Hold on, real quick. Wait,
I can only
real quick. I don't understand this criticism, right? Why do people not see conference championships as accomplishments?
Because it's a reliving a ring.
I take it as an accomplishment.
It's like Leak said. We're living in a ring society.
If you don't get a
bruh.
ring, it don't matter.
You know how many? What?
That does. I feel like it does.
Now, I'm not
I feel
saying
like
that
it does.
personally. I'm just letting you know what the narrative.
You know how many people have never even played in a conference championship? Not
understand
even the
that,
Super
but
Bowl.
like,
You're right.
A ring outweighs a conference championship.
Of course, because
But
it's the next step.
That's all we're gonna remember.
But I'm saying
How many
like
conference championships does Brady have?
10, 11. Because
So you don't know, but you know how many rings he has.
huh? Actually, I do know. I just told you.
No, you don't know. You was 10, 11.
Because he has 1 with the Bucks and 10 with the Patriots. I'm a Patriots fan, so
Okay,
my
well,
first thing is to go
you-
to
you
Patriots
were gonna
stats.
ask about that, but my point is though, I think the average person is gonna remember rings over.
Yeah, that's not a controversy. What I'm saying is people will make fun of you for having a great season. It makes no sense.
Well,
I think
I never made
no.
fun
I
of
get
Drake.
where you
man.
coming from. Like I said,
Like I had Commanders fans, right? They're like, y'all got smoked in the Super Bowl. I said, bro, y'all picked what 7th this year? It makes no sense.
yeah, I got Ravens
You're
fans.
making-
that's why I said it's a ring culture thing. It's like it ain't. Literally, yo, this is how I've looked at it for years now. It's like if you literally don't go all the way and make it, you did nothing to in most people's eyes.
Nah,
And
Look
like,
at Joe,
it
look at Joe
shouldn't be
Burrow.
like
Look at
that.
Joe Burrow.
Like I agree with you. It shouldn't be like that, but
not
unfortunately,
fair.
that's the time we live in.
I'm like, you gonna make fun of me for my team doing better than yours. That makes no
Your team didn't even make the playoffs, and you talking about,
playoffs.
you know what I mean? Like,
No,
Playoffs.
that's exactly how people are. Like I said, it's because your team wasn't hosting up the trophy at the end of the year, everyone else is on the same boat. Literally, to every single person, if you're not a Super Bowl championship standing on a pedestal at the end,
No, that is
everyone's on the
So,
same
that's
level.
not how sports work.
and it's
bro.
not. No,
you
that's
have
what
to
I don't-
incrementally get better.
That's what I don't understand with it, like especially like the pushback with Jalen. We haven't missed the playoffs with him as our starter.
I mean,
That's an
y'all also have one of the best GMs that's loaded your roster, so you can't miss the playoffs. I'm a Jalen fan. I'm not saying.
I get what you're
but,
saying.
but
I
there's-
get what you're saying, but you still have to win these games. Your roster doesn't mean you're gonna win these games. We've seen a lot of good teams.
Bro,
not win
Saquon
games.
Barkley was doing cartwheels over 3 niggas in the air, bro.
with
wish we had a Saquon.
but also that same year,
Don't be-
Devontae Smith and AJ Brown had over 1,200 yards.
I don't think Jalen Hurts sucks. He's
That's what
just
I'm
not
saying.
better at
But
anything
it's
than
like-
Drake May.
But I get what you're saying. But it's like cool. Y'all the discredit between Jalen has to stop. It's like only reason I say it has to stop is because I feel like they're taking away credit because he doesn't have the best stats. So what? Like I guess a quarterback is supposed to have the best stats, but what happened to quarterbacks winning games? What happened?
Well, usually
used to be-
quarterbacks that win games have good stats.
that used to be respectable before, like
What
before people used to win
What
games.
dominant
without the best stats.
quarterback wasn't loading up the stat sheet?
No, I'm not. Nobody ever said they had to load up the stat sheet. As long as they won the game.
No, I'm saying they should.
Crucify for this,
I'm saying they should load up this.
In the spirit of just keeping this going here. I mean, was Tom always going out there for throwing for 300, 250, 400 yards?
Always 250.
Sometimes he
always 250.
Sometimes he was going out there getting
the Rams Super Bowl game. He didn't
the game done and just doing what.
Well, that's one game. We talking about a season though.
I'm speaking.
We talking about over a season.
I'm speaking in the whole totality of his career simply because I'm thinking more so on. All right, let's say again, this is just a crazy scenario. I'm not saying it would happen. No offense. Let's say Jalen goes on a generational run, isn't putting up generational numbers in these games, but he keeps winning, gets like 3 more Super Bowls.
Nah, it's respected. Yeah,
because he got 3 more Super Bowls, right? So now it's no longer this narrative that he's stuck in, that he's describing and having to defend his quarterback in, is completely null and voided because he gets 3 more rings, but he's not putting up these generational numbers that a generational.
I don't like that
multi-talent, like a crazy athlete.
If he got 4 rings, we're not gonna be criticizing him on that microscope like that.
Bro, but weren't there?
But when you got 1 ring, there's a lot of people who got 1 ring.
If he goes and gets another one and then still,
then he will get more respect.
But still, but
I don't think
the more you win, the less criticism
for the win, bro. It'd be the team success.
That don't got nothing to do with me. That's not how I look at it.
It would be Jalen Hurts did.
That's not how I look at it.
When he just made sure they didn't lose.
It's like again, I've been on the side of giving Jalen shit and giving him credit, but like I don't get that shit too. I don't get that where like, and again, I'm not saying that I just use Brady because like that's he's the GOAT of quarterback.
Standard, yeah.
So it's like, I'm just saying though, look, I'm not a Patriots fan, so I wasn't that tuned in. I'm just saying Brady's consistency of going out there and throwing 300, 400 crazy statistical games.
Bro?
All right, fine. But like,
wait, but you gotta think. Brady's a 2000s quarterback, bro. We didn't even start throwing the ball heavily till like 2012.
Not even to that.
I'm not saying we as in Patriots. I'm saying the NFL.
Yeah.
Weren't there games where Jalen Hurts threw under 100 yards, right, this season?
I think it was just one game.
It wasn't multiple games.
No.
But as a QB, is that not like a crazy stat to not have 100 yards?
But let me ask you this: if Tom Brady did that in year 9 and 1, are y'all saying anything? Is anyone saying anything?
But thing
because
is,
he's got so much.
It's the comparison, though, right? That's why I'm saying. You ask if he win more rings, are we still going to say the same thing? I'm saying, the more rings you win, the less criticism you get. So while you have won, they're still going to look at you and say, "Hey, why are you only going for 120 yards?"
But listen, in the time, and you're right. If that happened, like I said, I just said it because of ring culture, so I'm not disputing that. I know that's the reason why. But what I'm trying to get to just people to understand is like, it's the same thing being happened. He just had a couple more rings. Like they're literally having the same game. They just, I'm saying like in an example where like, what you say, Jalen threw for under 100 yards. If Tom Brady did that and they both won the game,
never. I know. I got you, bro. My fault.
But like, I'm just saying though, to make the point, like I don't understand why, like why, because I do, like I said, I do get it because I said it. It's ring culture. But point being is just like I don't get why he's got to be such under that microscope. If they're winning, like you said, he's winning.
He's not under a microscope for me.
I think for the
he compared. I said he's not better than Drake May, and he looked at me like I was lying.
I didn't. I'm saying I would take Jalen Hurts over Drake May. Yes, of course.
I would not. Sure.
That's fine. I have no reason to disagree with your opinion is, but I'm taking my quarterback.
So to keep moving this conversation along, we touched on the Eagles draft. Let's talk about the Patriots draft. What'd you think about that, real quick?
I didn't see.
It's not really It's not really that many home runs. I think Akis is going to be a good pass rusher for us. He probably be the most impactful guy.
What's his name?
Gabe Akis from Illinois. Yeah. He'll probably be the most impactful guy from week 1. Like I think he's going to start. But like lone move, he might not touch the field. He might redshirt the whole year, or might be a swing tackle. Yeah, I mean, we already got 2 tackles.
I like the tight end because
all right, Don. Yeah, the only thing he's the guy that has he has the intangibles, but he doesn't have the college stats or track record. So we're projecting. We're not going off of what he did. You know what I mean? So
I never thought this was gonna be a sexy draft for us anyway.
No, we picked 31.
You know.
So you kind of get the filler roster guys there, and then you hope somebody pops.
Filling gaps.
Yeah, a lot of special team guys on the back end. I like that the corner we got, Prunty.
Yeah.
He can play on the outside really well. Hopefully he can slide in when we get rid of Carlton Davis. Because we paying that man $20 million, and he's not $20 million.
2 years, 3 years?
Huh?
It's 2 years.
This is last year.
Yeah.
He had 2 years guaranteed, and then the third year is a team option. So we can move off of him if we want, but $20 million for him, I don't know. Especially when we about to pay Gonzo and Drake. And Drake about to probably get like 65, 70. So I
Lee,
don't know.
what you think about the Ravens?
I liked our draft. I'm really optimistic. I'm hopeful. I think the future is bright.
Got that Falele replacement.
Yeah, thank God. Like honestly, I was actually completely happy with that being the first pick. Like, and I mean, it seemed like that was going to be the thing going into that night. We was going to get a lineman. I was cool with that. Then we got Zion Young, edge rusher. I feel like if it can work out well, I believe him and Mike Green will be our future pass rushers for the Baltimore Ravens moving forward. And I think Jesse can definitely get them guys going.
They kind of overlap though. They kind of both like power rushers.
I mean, hey,
Some guys, like, so, I mean, when you team,
no, I get that.
I'm saying when you team building, somebody wants a power rush and then a speed
want a
rush.
speed or power or the end. But hey, if we can just crush the we can start dominating O lines and
Just start bullying niggas.
Yeah, you just start bullying them. Look, honestly, if you think about it, that's the Raven way. You just get in there and just
Knuckle up.
manhandle somebody. So we definitely got that. And then, like I
What y'all
said,
known for?
I mentioned earlier, I definitely like the Jacoby Lane pick. It's definitely a dog coming out of you.
Kind of got him for a steal.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
He's not Jacoby Lane. He's not like an every down contributor, but he's like the big play guy.
I think I don't want to because I don't want people to give me shit for like shitting on Bateman, but I just like the last year Bateman just ain't been doing it for me, so I'm really kind of hoping that I don't even want him to be replaced, but it's like I'm just hoping that Jacoby Lane kind of gives us a little more of that production that we was not getting from Bateman.
Let's be honest. As like any Ravens fan, I'm pretty sure a lot of them could agree. None of y'all never really liked Bateman.
No, I did.
Batman.
I did. Like coming in,
He's so promised.
Who ain't
Like,
never
coming in-
like
He really
Bateman.
just couldn't stay healthy for real.
that's really all it was. Like, and I mean, I don't know. I had false hope from thinking like, oh, when Odell was in the wide receiver room, like it would get Bateman to kind of just be like, want to soak it in and lock in.
Nah, it became the fact.
If anything, that just made him want to deep dive into the fashion.
Yeah,
Like it just made Bateman go opium even more. So now it's like it's just funny because whenever you go on TikTok, you just see Bateman like during the season he might post like a highlight clip here and there, but like majority of the time it's just him in fit pics doing fashion TikToks, and I'm just like
outside the crib.
like this is my wide receiver, guys. Like, but it is what it is. Like I said, I still like Bateman. I still think he can be productive, but I really do like Jacoby Lane. And I don't know, moving forward, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm just real optimistic about the season. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and try to make it seem like I got some like a specific set expectations. I mean, obviously every year because we're a top team, I would expect playoffs. Especially just after missing last year. Like I don't believe that we're going for anything less. So at minimum, obviously playoffs, but just moving forward, like I just want to see success from the team. Like I just want to see like this was supposed to be our culture change. So like honestly, when we're out there like during games and like during the season, I kind of want to hope to see like them little changes that I wasn't seeing from the Ravens teams of the past, if that makes sense, So
yeah.
definitely looking forward to that. Yeah, for sure.
Moving forward to our next topic, Leak. I know you have a little game for us that you want us to play.
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody, we've been doing the games, trying to do these little games that we got going for the last couple of weeks now. This week, I don't even know really if there's like a name for this. I never really saw if like there was a. We're just gonna be doing the thing where I'm gonna throw out a name to the guys, and then I'm gonna ask them to speak up when I say a name that's better than the person that is on the board. So
Maybe it's like King of the Hill.
I guess.
Actually, I guess that would be considered.
Yeah, all right, we're gonna call it King of the Hill.
So, we said we agree what we're gonna do. So we're keeping the sports themed. And obviously, right now going on, we've got the NBA playoffs, which is real huge. So I wanted to keep it like basketball related. And you said we want to go with guards, right?
We can do. Yeah, want to do guards? We can do guards.
All right.
Yeah, we can do guards.
So
who's on the block?
And I look again. This is my first time, so hopefully I did good with this being game master. So for the guards, I want you guys to speak up when I say a name better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA? Okay.
All right. Let's see how I want to start this. Cade Cunningham. Okay. Figured that. I'm gonna start light. Jalen Brunson. Okay. Devin Booker. Ant-Man. I seen a couple chests puff up. Okay. Kyrie.
I might.
I mean,
I'm standing 10 on
to
it.
keep it consistent.
I'm
Yeah, I
standing
mean,
10
like,
on what I did.
No,
what
sir.
I said last time.
yeah.
Y'all said
Yeah,
Kyrie's
I'm
better.
standing
You
10 on my
stand
Kyrie.
SGA.
I mean, it looked cute, but he ain't better.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
standing 10 on my Kyrie.
Alright.
It is what it is.
So 2 got for Kyrie. All right. Derrick Rose.
Nah.
Don't make that face. Show my boy some love.
No.
That was,
All right.
Could have been,
That's
maybe.
cool. That's cool. That's cool. Isaiah Thomas.
Which one?
Pistons. Isaiah Thomas. Zeke. Mm.
No.
Now this is about to start getting a little dicey.
No.
Okay. No. We going no. Cross the board.
yeah, I'll okay.
All right. Allen Iverson.
Yes.
Yeah.
AI?
I know he didn't win nothing, bro, but AI was
Andre.
a cultural movement.
AI is better than
But
SGA.
I'm going AI because I love AI. I ain't gonna lie. And for the same reasons of why
Okay.
I would
all
say
so
Kyrie.
You
I
finally
love
got a
AI.
clean boy. Okay. AI took it. AI took that one. All right. Did I say Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
Like
go,
prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro, regardless.
What? Russ is probably one of the most disrespected players in the history of the NBA.
Russ has one of the highest peaks. I swear, as a
Couple
point
more.
guard.
Couple more. Luca. Oh,
You
come
gotta
on,
do
guys.
This to me, Leak. You know,
Luca
it's my favorite
Doncic.
player
Is he
right
better
there.
than SGA?
He should be.
Nah,
Should
nah,
be,
no.
but no,
The
he should
talent
be,
is
but
better,
no.
but it just don't show up on the court like SGA does.
Nah.
Okay. So that was a no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
All
right. Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Come on, bro. That's a
Yeah.
no-brainer. That's a no-brainer.
You
That's
do that.
mean.
All right.
That was a layup.
Niggas be trying to hate on Kobe nowadays too.
Magic Johnson.
Rap.
Magic, yes. I mean, we're in the finals as a rookie, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a.
We
I thought it was gonna be a
immediately
complete
said yes for Russell Westbrook.
and Allen Iverson, but not
But
Magic
Magic
Johnson.
Johnson?
What's up with you guys?
I said yes. I said yes.
DeAndre, I still didn't get it.
I
said
said
yes.
All right. It seemed like I was hurting to give him a yes.
I was.
I feel like these last two are for sure givens, but I'm gonna say them just because I'm gonna use the rest of the list. But I'll start with the one that I think is Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a given,
Second best player of all time.
and then the last one, Steph Curry.
My goat.
Yes.
It's my
Greatest
goat.
shooter
man.
ever.
Come on now. Yeah, I know my goat.
Yeah.
man.
Do you think we have time to?
So I mean, like I said, I won.
That went pretty
I did
fast.
I did an artist one. If y'all want to do, or if y'all want to
Yeah, we
keep
can
it.
do
Yeah,
that.
let's go ahead.
Yeah.
So
This will be fun.
Hopefully I know him though, because y'all be having these guys out
no.
there.
This is
I feel like
this
I
is-
know
this is-
who he about to pull off.
So the artist that I picked that I want to have against going everybody else, Lil Wayne.
Oh my God.
kinda-
Y'all
I kind of figured he was doing that.
15
Bruh,
minutes.
this is about to be crazy. I
This might-
see
honestly,
it's
this
gonna be
one
controversial.
might be the last one because I got two more we could do, but this might be a little long. So
Lil Wayne.
I'm not
Oh
gonna lie,
my
that
God.
one-
You do know he's like, I think he's the best rapper of all time.
That's a crazy pick.
yeah,
So I'm not gonna say
I-
nothing the whole time.
I mean, all right, we're gonna see. This might get interesting. All right, so I can't start off with that one.
They
right
might
now, 'cause
try to
that's just-
they might try to judge my age by me by my
Jay-Z better than Lil Wayne.
No.
no, absolutely not.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar.
No.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
Eager.
Nah, I'm not gonna say Kendrick, but
Nah.
No, it's no butt, bro.
Not even close.
it's
this.
close.
J. Cole.
No.
Absolutely.
I'm
not.
taking my goat.
Absolutely not, bro.
I'm
J.
taking
Cole Wayne?
I'm taking Cole. I don't care. Y'all can hate me if y'all want. I'm taking
I knew
Cole.
DeAndre was gonna
They
say
can
it.
be your
I
favorite
like-
and not better.
I want Cole. I like Cole over Wayne slightly, just slightly,
Out of your mind, bro.
but I like Cole over Wayne.
What?
All right, let's keep it moving.
Kanye West.
No.
I can understand the argument, but no.
Okay.
No.
Gucci.
No.
No.
Gunna.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, DeAndre ain't been answering these last couple ones. I'm just going.
No, I'm just saying. I'm doing the game.
Oh,
Technically, not saying that.
y'all fucking up.
Honestly, though, the silence might like confuse people.
Yeah, so
No,
maybe
we're
we
not.
just say
Actually,
yes or no. Maybe
And quickly, if anyone is confused, we're not speaking. You only speak up if you think they're better than the person. Okay.
Mm.
All right. So where was I? Chief Keef. Okay.
We talking about
Solid.
Wayne, man.
I this is gonna be funny. All right, let's see. Lil Durk. Sidebar, I'm just glad I'm not playing this because niggas would hate me.
You would think Dirk is better than Wayne?
I think half these people are.
What?
Damn.
You know, I think that's a conversation for another episode. We definitely have
Bro,
to
the
circle back,
closest
bro.
person you
We'll
said
circle back.
Jay-Z, bro.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I know Kanye has an argument.
I'm looking at it.
Kanye has an argument.
I'm
Years
thinking about it.
ago,
Who I bumped. That's what I'm like. How he
That's
chose
what I'm
with J.
saying. I
Cole.
chose Cole
That's
because
how
of
I'm
my
looking.
That's what I'm saying. Your favorite doesn't necessarily have to be better.
In my eyes, he is.
Amen.
Just saying. But all right,
Yeah.
all right. Travis Scott, Young Thug.
I mean, Thug created his whole image off of Wayne.
Yeah, it's like you can't really
kinda
say
say he
Thug
made it
without
better.
saying Wayne.
Better?
I'm waiting for him to say one person.
Oh, it's coming. ASAP Rocky.
I think that's the worst one you name.
Damn, bro. I fuck with Rocky.
Hey, it's not over yet. Ta-da. Young Boy.
What?
He's probably bigger than Wayne ever been, though.
Okay.
He's like the most popular rapper ever, bro.
Lil Uzi. Playboy Cardi.
I know you would take Cardi.
Of course. That's why I'm not playing.
It's all-
Drake.
He's bigger. It's not better.
Wayne made Drake, so I'm not gonna say Drake.
I mean, he's bigger.
That doesn't mean that
He's
he
not
can't
better.
be better.
no.
Nah,
Yeah, Drake's not a better rapper than
no,
Wayne.
it's not better.
As much as I love Drake, I can't.
Future.
Yes. I'm
Also,
taking Future.
I can't. I love Future, but
I love Future, but I gotta take Future. I'm gonna take Future.
You're
over-
talking about real lyricism. As a J. Cole fan who appreciates lyricism,
Bro,
you're
I
taking
love
Future over Wayne.
I love Future and I love Cole.
Yo had to bring it back.
slightly
Receipts
more
said,
than
hold on,
Wayne.
bro.
I'm just saying, obviously, if
Bruh,
I'm a J.
come on,
Cole
man.
fan, so that means you appreciate lyricism.
Bro, yes.
I'd
So
rather.
then how can you take Future over Wayne?
Because I appreciate
Wayne's
Future's-
way
Future's
better at
type of-
lyricism.
I appreciate Future's type of music.
I'd rather listen to Future.
Wayne has
but
both. Wayne has
Wayne-
Future
bro,
type
we
better.
Are we
Wayne-
going?
bro,
Are we going?
Wayne-
for,
Wayne has-
like, what do we like, bro?
I mean, it's whatever you
That's what I
want.
like.
It's your
That's what I
opinion.
like. That's what I like over. it.
Wayne is the overall.
I'm
better-
just saying Wayne has Future type music and lyricism type music. He has both.
Right.
So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, so we clearly got to spin the block on this game.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I do like this game. We'll come back.
That's cool.
I had two more categories. I definitely do like that, but yeah.
But yeah, Leak touched on it. Before we started the game, we're in the middle of the NBA playoffs. We just finished the first round. The second round started this week on Monday. I think I want to give my thoughts on the first round. I'll say the matchups in the East were a lot more competitive than I thought they would be. Like we got 2 game 7s, 2 game 7s, 2 game 6s, right? And the playing teams hung hard, right? Like nobody got swept in the East.
It'll be like I mean, maybe it's not a clear thing for everyone, but honestly, the craziest thing for me is the fact that Detroit even got taken to 7 games by the Magic.
I think
I didn't think that was that.
I don't-
Yeah,
Like,
I don't think that was
I'm
that
not
bad.
saying-
I think the Magic were supposed to be better than what they were this year, and
And they weren't they
Detroit
hurt
is
for most
also
of the year.
yeah, because they missed Paolo for a little bit, they missed Franz for a little bit, but Detroit was also like really young, so like it makes sense for them to like. I mean, what their locker room leaders like Tobias Harris, right? Like,
Yeah, he's like 34.
yeah, like so.
I hate him, bro.
Hell no.
I mean,
Tobias Harris over me.
was I surprised? Yes, but it also made
Agree with
sense.
that.
So
But not, I mean, like, all right. So then, why is it not crazy? Because, like, honestly, I'm not saying that I was taking the Pistons to go all the way, but like, I mean, look at what the Thunder just did.
Mm.
Their oldest locker room guy was like what, Caruso?
yeah, but the Suns they suck.
feel-
No, I'm
feel like-
saying when they won a championship.
Oh
as
yeah,
far as,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
a team being very young, not really having that veteran,
Yeah,
not
but you
playoff
got to
championship experience.
On
Like,
the way to that chip, they had 2 Game 7 series.
Hell, they went
round?
to 7 with the
Yeah, they went to 7 with the
right?
Nuggets.
They went to
on
7
the
with the
second
Nuggets.
round, and then they went to 7.
They on the
The
series
series
record
after
right
that
now for
with the,
first round sweeps.
Was it T-Wolves?
Okay, see?
Yeah,
I think it was a T-Wolves.
they don't, like-
T-Wolves took
And then
the
they
series.
went to 7 in the finals against the Pacers.
but
Yeah.
my point being,
Yeah,
that
they
I'm
went
not saying
back to back.
maybe
It was-
maybe it's because I was not looking at the Magic as much of a threat as they should have been. I'm not saying that they were bad. Like I definitely did. Like throughout the season, like again, I wasn't as tapped in like I would always let people know. But like I'm checking it in here and there, and like the Magic were a team that I was like, oh shit, they on the up and up. They might actually be making some noise.
I think if you
So I guess maybe I should not have been shocked to see them take them to 7, but I don't know. It was to me. Like
I think if you
I
want
thought
to
Detroit
talk
wasn't
about,
going to go take. They were down 3-0. I was like, what are we talking about?
if you want to talk about that series specifically, I just think that comes down to Cade just not having help in some of those games. Like even Paolo didn't. The game in Game 7, Paolo dropped 38.
Some of
The
them.
second
at least he still got like Bane in there. Like Cade don't got.
Bane did nothing though that game.
Yeah,
That's the reason why they lost. Like people like that, it's like, bro, Cade just, bro, he just.
I mean,
feel like he kind of doing it
who
all.
on that roster can score on the Pistons for real?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, they gonna get
Duncan Robinson,
like
right? He's supposed
Duncan
to be,
Robinson is
supposed
a
to be
pure shooter.
Like if you want to be like, if I want to be real, like
He
if I
at least
want to
12
be
out
real,
every game, bro. That's
I think
During-
they lose this second round to the Cavs.
I
They lose
I
to
think
the
they
Cavs.
should.
Who?
I don't know if they will.
Pistons. They lose to the Pat.
I think they should. I don't know if they will because James Harden be doing James Harden stuff.
Bro,
Okay,
But-
all right, I'm sorry.
come on, man.
Like,
We
what's
gotta
your stand-
lighten up on
Yo,
my guys.
Why does it like? And I mean, I'm not saying like you specifically because I don't know. You could just be getting on James because it's James, but that's just been a consistent thing.
well because
Bro, it's not his team.
I'm saying I'm
Like,
saying though.
why is it the fact that, like, yo, literally, it was a couple games ago. Everybody gave James Harden shit. I went and checked the box score. This nigga Donovan took and missed double the amount of shots as James Harden.
Well,
Yes,
more
yes,
than
that
one
was the
person-
issue.
that's
That was the
thing,
reason
though.
why
More
that
than One
happened.
person can get shit though.
All I'm saying is
but why? That's not the case though. No one is giving Donovan Mitchell shit.
they are. I mean,
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. To
It's-
the level of James
I
Harden.
mean,
all I'm
to
saying
the
is
level of
James, he has some of the historically worst playoff performances in NBA history.
That's why he's no longer the guy on the team.
Right,
That's-
but
he's
it's
just
but it's not
the
gonna not follow him until he.
What James Harden is the first person that has been a supporting cast member that has gotten more shit than the star on their team. Come
Yes.
on now.
Absolutely.
That's
I
insane.
wholly agree. And especially because there's certain people that we know that would fucking be giving James Harden shit. And I'm like, bro, Donovan Mitchell missed 20 shots.
And that's my
And
that's
James
what I
isn't
told
even
him.
I mean, I gave him both
15.
shit.
Nah, not
He's not even taking
that's
15
I would
shots.
hope so. But like it just be the nigga.
I'm
like,
just saying. I'm
it
just
be
saying.
people, like-
Whenever you need James Harden, he just don't beat it.
Yo, it's like the media, the internet, like everybody, and it's like I get that that's like it's the easy thing to go to because that's been his history, and I get it. That I
Game
can't
6
defend
hard.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's unfortunately there's nothing I can defend as far as him not being accountable and showing up in them games in the past. But right now, we're living in a now. I'm not living in 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4. This is right now, and right now, this is Donovan's team, and he is not living up to expectations.
No.
He only wants to hoop when his girl is in the crowd. bruh.
Donovan Mitchell is the
That shit-
reason.
Dumb.
Donovan
That shit
Mitchell is the
crazy.
reason that this series got to 7. I'm gonna be real, cause like it's a few games where they probably could have completely washed the Raptors. I get it. I
believe
get
that
it.
they went to 7, but with
let
the
me
Raptors?
real quick, let me just say this because the point that y'all was making about like Cade and them needing help, bro. I watched the Raptors. That nigga Scotty Barnes is the only nigga on because of injuries. Bi, Gary Trent, and Emmanuel Quigley are all in their street clothes, fresh as shit on the sideline, and not doing shit for that nigga. And this nigga Scotty Barnes was out there the only. These niggas, the
was giving
Raptors
them
had
niggas
3
30.
defenders with a minute left in
No,
fourth
the
quarter.
Cavs played down, bro. 4 of their starting 5
And
are
it should-
all-star caliber
But
players.
my
bro.
point,
Yes.
like to get to my point, like I'm saying, like yo, the Cavs should have been able to easily sweep, not even sweep like
That's
the
what I'm
series.
thinking.
It
but
should
I'm
have been
saying,
at least
like, these
3-2,
games should not have been
4-2.
close.
Well,
like
like Dorian said, they're probably playing down. Like if you look at the Sixers series, fucking Celtics were up 3-1, and Pritchard came out and said we should have stepped on their necks. We played with them a little too long. Something essentially like that.
Oh, that's what he said.
He essentially said something
I mean,
like
when
he
it
gave him life.
comes-
Like
But it's kind of that though. Like we talked a little bit about it in the chat. Like that series, the Celtics Sixers. Like man, that Celtics roster is booty. Like if you really look like, and I'm not down with y'all. Y'all had a great series. I'm not down. Like I'm not down playing that. I'm actually a huge Maxey fan. Maxey's a hooper. That's why I'm so. I think it should be
Embiid,
Maxey's
yeah.
team, bruh. I don't think it should be Embiid's team because I think when Embiid get out there, like I said before, it just slows it down
I
so much.
disagree.
Like when they played against us, when I watched them play the Knicks last night, right? There were so many possessions where the whole possession was throwing
yeah,
to
no, I
Embiid in the
agree.
post and watching him work. That's not winning that's not winning the chip, bro.
see, but we don't win that series against the Celtics without Embiid.
No, I don't. I agree.
If
So that's
Embiid-
why
if-
I'm not trying to say he doesn't have value. I'm saying that y'all need to stop focusing the
I agree.
offense on him
That
and let
shit
it
was-
come
yeah.
naturally.
Yeah,
Like if tonight's Maxey's night, Embiid, let it be Maxey's night. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't like last night specifically because it was a lot of force feeding when it really hadn't been a lot of that in the Celtics series.
Mhm.
But to your point, I think the Celtics lost because they just like shooting threes, bro. It got to a point where in Game 7 they were down 1, 6 straight possessions. They shooting
But
threes.
they got nobody else on the roster to do anything else. That's how they built their team. They got their team with a bunch of white boys shooting threes. That's the whole roster.
Yeah.
And my problem is just like, because my man's, he talks about it all the time. And when we see a terrible shooting game, like far as like a 3-point line, he always blames Steph. He was like, oh, Steph's the reason. Steph made unethical hoops. We need to get out of that shit. Please get out of the unethical hoops bullshit. It's the coach's decision to tell his team to stop fucking shooting the ball. Like, at some point, when you miss up to 23s, and you haven't made like, you made less than like 10, you gotta be like, yo, attack the paint. Why are we still
But
shooting?
they just don't have the roster to attack the paint. Who can go in the paint besides JB?
Regardless of anything, it's still a thing you should do. You're missing on the 3-point.
But you're asking Sam Hauser to go off the dribble.
Sam Hauser, Derek White,
At least they're trying.
Peyton Pritchard.
Derek White started attacking. That's the games they won.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's the games
But
they
even
won.
him, naturally, he's a shooter. So like,
but when you change it up and you try to not live on the 3-point line, it starts to you gain momentum.
Did y'all see, not to make this all about Sixers Celtics, but did y'all see Jaylen Brown's comments after the series?
yeah. You talking about that on
Man,
the
Buddy was
stream?
flopping and the
Buddy was
refs were
crying.
targeting
Well,
him. Like, what did y'all think?
I mean, it's crazy.
That's some.
I think he's just so
Buddy
loose.
was
I
crying.
mean, it's funny because who the fuck was it? I don't know who it was, but I remember I was watching one of the analysts talking about it, and they were talking about his comments, and they were like, they said that they kind of agreed. Like, they said that's just the NBA that they play in. Like, they said, like, for example, he
I
said
don't think that they got
Wemby gets the same
agenda
kind of calls, but like no one's gonna glorify it because it's Wemby.
Joe,
But my bad, I'm gonna let
I'm
you
sorry. I'm gonna make this real quick. Jaylen Brown has no reason to complain because he's that nigga. The nigga he's complaining about. That's what he does.
just as much.
That's what the fuck he does. Jaylen Brown took the most free throws out of anybody on his team in that series. Like let's be real.
It's no secret that Joel's gonna flop, bro. It's
I
not,
just wish he stay off the ground.
it's not a secret. Like, the whole league knows that's his game, right?
Just
So and he wasn't tripping when he was up 3-1, right? It was none of that talk when he was up 3-1. All y'all had to do was win one game, and there was no talk of that. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. And I just, me personally, I gotta mention they counted my man's out. They counted my man's out. All the talk shows, they're gonna get swept without Luka and Reeves.
No, bro.
And then what did Bron do?
No, that Rockets team wasn't built.
Rockets
What did Bron
Like,
do?
They weren't built to beat the Lakers. without him.
But all I'm saying is when Reeves and Austin went down, they said that they were getting swept.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
I
They
didn't
said they
believe
were
that
getting
from the word
swept.
Go.
And Bron came out there and averaged a smooth 27, 8, and 7
Yeah.
Now,
for the
it's-
entire series.
It's a real possibility he gets swept this round.
Oh
But,
yeah, because he's playing the best team in the league.
but yeah,
I
the
think they
Rockets.
take-
But
but
I'm
I'm
saying
saying-
the Rockets,
I think they take 2 games.
But I'm saying they picked the Rockets to sweep the Lakers,
which is crazy.
and then LeBron showed them that he's still LeBron James.
And then KD didn't play at all.
Okay.
Slim had been out.
No.
it'd been a
KD
different
did
story.
play. Huh? What happened?
Like Slim had been out there, it'd have been a different.
I don't
Oh, you
think
talking
so.
about when they locked him up and he only had 3 points in the
I don't
second
think
half?
so. It wouldn't have been.
And then he got scared and he ducked wreck for the rest of
It
the
wouldn't have
series.
been. It wouldn't.
It would, yeah. I don't think it would have made much difference.
wouldn't-
They might have won.
They were worth, honestly, if you're a stats guy, they were worth with them on the
Yes.
court than
He-
without him.
If you want to be real about
One
it.
time I bet on that nigga Bron, get them averages, boy. I tell you, I was.
Oh, that 110-point
It was
game?
the- Yes, I was mad as
That
fuck
was
that night.
I mean, bro, he's 41. He had a night.
Nigga
off.
saying I can't do it every night, guys.
Yeah, no,
But
he can't.
nah, honestly though, Bron definitely showed up this.
But he dragged Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard to a series.
Real
win.
quick, because
So,
we
I was about that.
real
we
quick
go, we
though,
go.
I do want to know like how you think, not like really how the whole series go, but like what you thinking. Like give a little heads up for this series. Like
This series,
yeah,
they're gonna lose in 5.
Really,
I think they
sure?
take a
They're
game.
gonna lose in 5.
I'm not even gonna lie, yo. Like I know I was just joking around, but like honestly, yo, you don't see no scenario where they actually pull this out.
If they win tonight and Luka comes back game 3 or 4,
It's possible.
that's the best chance.
Mm.
They have to win this game tonight.
They need all their scores on the court.
That's the only way that they have a 1% chance to win the series. But yeah.
I know you didn't ask me, because nobody gives a fuck about the Sixers. But
No, I mean, like, I'm gonna be real with you. No, I'm sorry, but after
Y'all
last
have
night,
the best series?
Y'all
to be honest,
should win.
yo,
this series.
That was a scheduled loss.
that needs to be the biggest motivator for this to go to 7.
that was a scheduled loss.
Like, just don't talk.
No, real shit. No, real shit, because we just played a game 7
Oh
on
my God.
Saturday, and we had to travel Sunday.
Play
Nah,
Bro,
Melo,
play on
Melo
Monday?
was joking them niggas on the post game on the NBC shit. He was like, "Yeah, it's a long trip from Boston to Philly." Now, they was real tired. I was like, "Melo,
I'm just saying they just had one day off, and they didn't even really get a full day of practice. And I never thought we was gonna win game 1 anyway. I think we win the series, but like I didn't think we was gonna get beat that bad, right? But
That was
it was bad. I think we win tomorrow. I think it goes to 7. I think it goes to 7, and I think we win because I think we have. I don't want to say the better players, but I think Nick Nurse.
I don't trust Embiid's health.
I trust Nick Nurse, bro.
I don't know, jokingly, but also I kind of would want to see it. I told my mans, I was like, man, we about to have a Knicks Lakers finals, which would be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
That would like,
I'll tell you this.
That would be crazy.
I don't think we're gonna beat the Thunder. And I say we because yes, I align with the Lakers now. Because I don't really have a favorite team, and so I told all my friends, I was like, "Yo, when LeBron retires, I'm just gonna stay there, whatever." But if they get to the finals, LeBron ain't losing. He not losing to the finals.
It's gonna be insane.
He's going
stupid.
Bro, if he gets to the finals, let me tell you something. If LeBron gets to the finals, this is it.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson told me, this is it because this is the last dance for real. Fuck all that, man.
Hey man, speaking of last dance, we are on the last topic for today. So we're gonna do a little something different where each of us queued up a clip where we thought it was the coolest clip we saw from the week. You know, it's all different sports or whatever. Some F1, some basketball, whatever. And then after the clips, you know, when we post them, we can let y'all decide which one y'all thought was the hardest. So, Leek's about to queue up the first one.
So basically, this is so we're currently right now in Formula One. The Miami Grand Prix just passed, as the clip you're seeing. This is Kimi Antonelli. He's in his second year. This is him showing him going from P4 to P1, and he stays like that for the rest of the race. Now, little insight of who Kimi Antonelli is. This is, like I said, this is his second year in Formula One, going up against some people that's already been legends. And he's 19 years old, and he just won 3 races back to back. He's one of the only 3 drivers to ever do that in Formula One. And well, his first three races were consecutively. One of the only 3 drivers to ever do it. And I felt like this clip was like my favorite because I really love Formula One, and like to see something like this, like him become a Formula One driver before he even get his license, and him battle with his teammate last year, and basically take control of the championship. He's also leading the Drivers' Championship right now by like almost plus 50 points. And for him to do it in a big race as in Miami, to win 3 races back to back and come and win in Miami, which is a hard race to win, I feel like that was pretty good. Pretty amazing to me, considering he's 19 and he's showing like spurts of him being like Lewis Hamilton, considering he's sitting in the same seat that Lewis Hamilton was in when he was that age. Right. So it's like, but not when he was that age because he was in McLaren. But still, it's like he's showing that like he could be as good as a legend that was there 2 years ago.
Okay, sure. You got a young up-and-coming star.
It's kind of crazy because, like, I mean, obviously, I only watch it whenever I be with you watching it, and like, it is kind of funny to watching the clip and to see him like just kind of go from the position to each position and then kind of just passing niggas and getting the first. And like, it is kind of cool for real.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm sure if I watched it more and got more tapped in, like, I would understand the severity of it. But hearing you explain it to me definitely understands it. Shaw, you want to?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Yeah, yours was next.
It is. Oh, there it is. Okay, so in this clip, you got. I know what y'all are thinking it's probably just a regular defensive possession with Jaylen Brown and VJ Edgecombe, right? I think this was such an important possession because VJ's guarding Jaylen Brown, and then he repositions because he knows he's not going to drive left. So that's why he's in that awkward guarding position. So he can guard him that way because he knows he's not going to come back around to the left because he has no left hand. So then he can contest, reposition, he contests the shot, and he misses. So if you look at it, it looks like he's backpedaling on his on his back because he knows Jaylen's not going to come to the left. And in the clip, he doesn't.
Nah, that was a solid defensive possession.
You know what I
remember watching that live.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, it's funny when you sent this. Like, I watched it, and then my initial thought was just like, the hell is he about to, like, what is he going to show and talk to us about for this clip? But, like, now that you explained it, I do understand.
And, bro, it
is crazy. It is kind of, yeah, and when you think about everything about it, VJ is still a rookie. He's still not, like, at his peak level, but it's like that.
Jaylen Brown's an MVP, runner-up, essentially, right? And
finals MVP.
Right, so it's just like him having the ball knowledge to do that. I thought that was pretty cool for a rookie.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah.
That's, VJ got a future. I be hating on it just because he don't be. I be hating. He's a good player. I be hating on it just because he don't be hitting on the ticket.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I when you said that the other day, I understood your pain. Trust me, I know.
You just can't bet on him, bro.
This one, Just real simple. I just feel like this is just like I don't remember what the dude's name was. It was Jamal Cain, but he had a poster on Jalen.
Oh, when he
Orange.
banged on him?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only reason I chose this one is just like, especially from that angle, yo. It's just like it just gave me straight vibes of Russ back in the day when Russ would just punch it on somebody just for
He's playing mean.
Yeah, bro. Like, and then from this other angle, you really get the full effect of it. And he's like, it made him fall back, stumbles, the more shit. Like,
Bro,
You don't get too many of those
I
now.
looked at him like, bro, that shit was
You
crazy.
can't even play that off, bro. Like you
Nah,
gotta
you-
eat it.
Oh, like, bro, what?
Nah, that,
People don't
That's why
do
he
that
just said-
enough nowadays. I ain't gonna lie. They have the
Yeah, 'cause
bounce,
everybody's shooting
and they
threes.
just don't. They just don't do it.
But nah, that crazy. But so we can go to Doris. This one, yeah. So we got the whole sequence for us. So
All right. So, I mean, of course, we already know what I chose to pick. My guy, Goat James, with a defensive lockdown, he plucks Reed Shepard from behind. The ball's thrown up to him. He loses the basketball, taps it to Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard throws it right back, and he hits the game-time three to send it to overtime and steal a game in Houston. I think that's crazy for a 41-year-old to do, especially in a playoff series after playing the whole season. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bron, towards the end of his career, he's had to manage, his legs a little bit more because he'd be gassed a little bit in the fourth quarter. So for him to still have this in him at this age, I thought was crazy. Like, if you're a Jordan guy, I understand it. Jordan guys hate LeBron guys. LeBron guys, we don't hate Jordan guys. I appreciate Jordan.
Bro,
But, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, when I saw that play happen, bro, I'm like, bro, Reed Shepard,
Yeah, it is
he
still
heard them footsteps, bro. He just was not ready for it, bro. Like, the back tap, and then, I thought that whole sequence was so crazy.
He
It's
got
a LeBron
locked
effect.
down in the back court. He's the guard for the Rockets and couldn't even get the ball up the court.
Bro, he's
on
like
a
48.
41-year-old
Let's
LeBron.
say here we can watch it again real quick. This is the start of it. He
It's-
chased him into the
it's-
backcourt.
it's the LeBron effect,
hawked him
bruh.
down. Then, like Dorian said, he'll just pluck that bitch out right from the boop.
How did, like,
That is crazy.
no
like,
awareness, bro.
Then he pump fakes. Two guys go past him, and then he still pulls it.
Still contested too. It wasn't even like it was
Come
a
on,
clean open
bro.
look.
I
He
can't
still
hate on
contested.
LeBron, bro. I really can't hate on. Like, he's the reason I
on,
like basketball.
bruh.
Like,
I literally told some of my guys the other day, bro. I said, yo, LeBron got me into the NBA. I've always been a football guy.
Yeah.
And so when mom, oh yeah, you love LeBron, you're a LeBron lover. You right. That's my favorite
He said-
player, bro.
Yes.
Hit
That's my
you
favorite
right.
player, bro.
so yeah, like I said, when we post the clips, we're gonna let all of y'all decide in the comments which clip y'all think was the hardest. What clips of other sports would y'all like to see? But I think that does it for another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast.
Shout out to Ant.
Thanks
He
for
went
tuning
off
in.
last night.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Ant Man. Shout out to the guys. Appreciate y'all for being here.
Yes, sir.
And
God.
Yo.
as always, thanks for being my friend.
Peace.